What's up team? I'm former United States Army Ranger Joshua Thompson. In this video, I'll be going over a core finisher that I conducted in AIT that significantly improved my sit-up score. If you guys do not know, when I was in AIT, I actually initially failed my initial sit-up test, and that is why to this day I continuously do core finishers because I want to maintain a strong core. And over the next 3 months of me implementing these core finishers, by the next time I conducted an APFT test, my sit-ups dramatically increased from not passing to upper 90s. So you can see the amount of improvement that I did over that course of 3 months just by implementing a core finisher. The core finisher that you'll be seeing later me conducting, you guys can follow along in the video as well. I'll be conducting some back day, and then afterward I'll be doing the core finisher so you guys can follow along. So if you guys are like me and you need to work on your sit-ups, and not just sit-ups, but this also translates well into the plank as well. So if you need to work on your core strength, this core finisher will do an amazing job getting you guys ready for those tests. So with any training, you obviously want to get the most out of your training. For me personally, I take creatine before every workout. Even when I went through AIT and RASP, I was still taking creatine. The creatine I take nowadays are these bad boys. They're called Tasty Gains. Not only are they extremely easy to take compared to their powder counterparts, but they taste like candy. So if you're anything like me, you'll be having more than you probably should. But there's a lot of bad information about creatine as well. That being said, it is one of the safest and most well-researched products out there on the market. There is a reason it is an approved supplement when it comes to RASP. So if you guys are going through RASP, it is an approved supplement. And if you guys are planning on going through like a selection, why wouldn't you want to have the best advantage you could possibly get? So what I suggest you guys do is grab yourself a bottle of Tasty Gains, try it out, and I guarantee your performance will dramatically improve and you'll be getting the most out of your workout. You can find this in the link in the description. And with that said, let's head over to the gym. Let's check out the workout. Let's go. I'm here at the gym and just got done with some back day, and I'm going to conduct a finisher. If you guys have watched any of my previous videos, you'll know that I like to, at the end of my workouts, conduct some sort of finisher that I'm trying to work on. So if you guys are like me and you want to work on your core finishers at the end of your workouts are a great way to implement some training into getting better at your sit-ups, or now that it's changed to the plank, this workout, this core finisher that I'm about to do translates well into the plank as well. In the beginning, we're gonna focus on some hip flexors. If sit-ups ever come back into the RFT or some other test that you guys are gonna do in some other military school, if sit-ups do make a comeback, you want to make sure that you're prepared for that. Your hip flexors are the best muscle that you need to train in order to be good at sit-ups. So we're gonna go through it. You guys can just follow along. The point is muscular endurance, specifically for the test. So we want to have as little amount of rest in between each of these exercises as possible so that we can maximize the amount of muscular endurance that our bodies can handle. So that said, let's get into it. We're gonna have 25 unassisted leg raises. Let's get into it. All right, that's 25. Let's go into the next exercise. 10 either dragon flags or bicycles. So we're gonna do our bicycles because I don't really have anything to hold for dragon flags, but 10 bicycles. All right, let's get into it. Take a little rest. The next exercise is going to be the crucifix. That one's a doozy. That one sucks. This next one's gonna suck even more. Next up, we have unassisted flutter kicks. And what I mean by unassisted, I'm sorry I didn't say this earlier, but unassisted means you don't have your hands under your bottom, assisting, holding some of your weight of your legs. Let's get into position. Without assisting ourselves, we're gonna do 50. Let's go. If you guys aren't feeling it already, and this isn't a challenge for you guys, I highly suggest that you deplete some of the rest time in between. I don't think I'm doing any more than like 40 seconds in between each exercise, so if it is more difficult, then you can increase the amount of rest in between. The next one is gonna help out with planks. It's more of a hold. All right, let's get into it.
You'll hold your position where your body is cradled in this boat-like position, and then you just hold it.
As you can see, there are levels to that. The hardest level being your legs are fully straight. And then once you can no longer hold that position, you can bend your knees and then hold it for as long as you can there. And then finally finish the exercise. Next exercise we have are plank variations. This will definitely help you out with your plank score. All right, so let's get the timer. Let's do 30 seconds for this side. And then we hit 30 seconds, so we switch. And then we'll do 30 seconds on this side, getting those obliques. All right, now we go into plank variations. The first one is we do hip twists. For 20 seconds, we're going to do this, and then we'll switch to the next variation. All right, 20 seconds. And now we go into this variation. All right, and then the last 20 seconds is just the plank hold. If you really want to challenge yourself, you can go to a failure. All right, we hit 2 minutes. By now your core should be extremely worked. The last thing that we gotta do, seated variations. 10 circles to the right. If you guys can't hold your legs out straight, you can have as much bend as you need. Make sure it is challenging enough. And I forgot to count. Now, the other direction. And then the last thing, more flutter kicks. We are going to do 30. But not regulars, we're going to do seated flutter kicks. All right, I lied. We're gonna do 50 of those because it felt a little too easy. But there you guys have it. That is my core finisher, or one of my core finisher routines that I did in AIT that significantly improved my sit-ups. It will, as you can see, significantly improve your plank as well. And so guys, if you are lacking in a certain area, push-ups, sit-ups, or plank, or running, whatever it is, I highly suggest that at the end of every single workout that you guys do a finisher that focuses directly in correlation of what you need to focus on getting better at. And so that way, you're not just meeting the standard, you no longer have to worry about meeting the standard. You're highly above the standard. If you guys ever need to do a sit-up test, this core finisher has you covered. You are hitting your hip flexors, you're hitting your upper core and your mid-core section as well as your obliques. It covers it all other than your lower back, but you don't need that when it comes to sit-ups or planks. If you guys found this video helpful in any way, hit the like button and share with your ranger buddy. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.